Good morning everyone and welcome to you in this daily update on Bitcoin mainly, I think. Hope you're doing very well. Starting very early today. Woke up very early for some reason, don't know why, but anyway, so let's do the stream early. Bitcoin did got the reclaim of the point of control. Very tricky price action, not gonna lie. We've got a complex approach basically of the point of control. When below, flip it into resistance, fake the drop, and we've got the reclaim with a lot of long. So I did took the short personally around the highs there. Have been holding this, but on the reclaim, if you go and check at the order flow, we've got just right here, you can see on the breakout here, we've got 9 million of new longs coming in. So we have this trench basically to push the price higher with no bearish activity locally here. So this is classed as bullish, and so that leads basically to this continuation overnight. Is it a good microphone right now? Seems not very loud. I don't know, normally it should be. So yeah, normally when you get this kind of reclaim with a lot of longs, this is a close, you just close the trade, you take the loss, and yeah, you are aware of this risk as always before taking the trade. So that's why I didn't say anything, but well, I just went back to sleep basically. I'll see later if I close or compound, if we claim back the path contrast support, we got the reclaim with some strength here. So yeah, there is just no short trade anymore, and so yeah, now we just got a very bigger a very big continuation, to be honest with you. We've got, you know, also the reclaim of the path control. If you go in, by the way, check out the lower time frame here reaction, we've got, you know, also the previous downtrend value area low. We've got the value area low here flipping to support, and if you go and check out on the 3 minutes, we've got a nice MC long reaction directly from here before the big pump. So congrats if you took that long. I didn't personally, but yeah, we've got a very nice reaction here, to be honest. And so the next target was basically this point of control if we had really to be bearish, but we've got a big amount of longs there. This was for a complex approach of this resistance. Okay, 6,186%, but well, completely went through here, and well, when I slipped directly when we got the breakout and with the longs, that was enough for me. So close it, back to sleep. And yeah, that brings us where we are at the moment. So we've got a rejection from the last daily negative path control before a new high. We've got also a gap around there. Yeah, I mean, this is not really perfect, not gonna lie. Look at the high we went. Yeah, I mean, again, very unlikely. Well, let's go here on the 15. Yeah, this is yeah, not the best top at all. And moreover, this I check the order for very quickly before to go live, but I mean, there is just like nothing. We just have a massive bullish activity now. This is more likely bullish than bearish. I checked it, we've got like no any MC short reaction on any time frame. Just gonna double check again, but I mean, there is absolutely nothing at the highs there. I know the lower time frame, we don't really care, but I mean, yeah, this is just some on a decreasing of the open interest. You can see here all the longs, you can see all the negative delta here with a decreasing of the open interest. It just means some longs taking profit or some longs closing basically. So yeah, just a weakness to push higher, right? So now we do have this big bullish CVD. You can see here low, high, low, 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 low. Big bullish CVD, but well, the premise these are not new shorts, so this is not really a fail to push higher. So it's not really relevant, but it's still there, and this is pretty big to be honest. So yeah, we might get a long trade off this support here if we get the good data for it. I don't know if it did got some good data yet. No, we did not yet. We don't have any MC long reaction at the moment. So if we print an MC long reaction from here, that can give a long trade. Okay, and we can look for, well, the highs basically next. Now the point, well, if we have to look for a reversal, I will look for this zone here to be lost. Okay, if we really get acceptance, well, again, this is, if we drop from here, this is kind of crazy, not gonna lie, but well, it will just be the weakness basically, and no strength to push up next. Just break up, get a good breakout, but then get no follow through basically. So you get the weakness, you pull back and you get no real, well, no big demand to continue the move up basically, so no more strength. Just continue the weakness and lose the buys that came before the 9 million here. You've got everything coming around, well, between 95,600 down to 95,200. So if you start breaking below this, this is definitely going to for the new low. Well, 90% chance to go down here to take out the low next. So yeah, I would say this is a crucial support to hold basically. Okay, if we do break this already, this is not looking so good, but the real big sign of weakness will be if we start breaking, so between 95,600 to 95,200. If we start breaking this zone, this is where all the longs came in basically. So if we start breaking this, we are likely going to go straight back down. Okay, but as long as we remain above, we can look for such setup. Sorry, to target next time new high. Okay, but anyways, let's update the levels right now. We already have the plan. I don't know if it's very useful, but well, let's still do this. So daily level. Let's see. No, we don't have any. All right. TX50, perfect. 94.26 2.5. Okay, then let's have a look at the TX1. 94, all right, and oops, 250. (94 to 6 2.4). Well, this is exactly the same. Perfect. Nice. So this we're done. 94 to 10. Well, let's add the confidence here, but I mean, this is not crazy. 94 to 10, right? Yeah. TPO 94 474.8. Let's have a look at the TX40 really quick. 96 110. We have also this one, by the way. 96 110. Oh yeah, and we have some important news, by the way, today. Gonna add the Elliott's on my side. Oh, it's at 8 p.m. Alright. So we have 8 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m. basically, to be honest. This is only one. So I will add 7:55. Sorry. So yeah, we have the Fed tonight, so this can move the price as always. Not all the time. It depends on the result, basically. Yeah, so it takes 40 here, 474. Yeah, this is basically the same. All right, so we are done with this. So yeah, basically now just to explain here again the plan. So do I queue these levels or no? This one we can get rid of it. Are the levels here really were respected? This one we do not really care. Yeah, these are okay levels. Let's get rid of that. Right. Just gonna double check something here. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, basically I would like to see better data directly. Okay, so I would like to see directly some better data for a long. If I have to take a long, for now we don't have any MC long reaction, we have nothing basically. There's some longs coming at the top of the move. This is not crazy, and some new longs come in next. That brings, you can see here, with a bearish activity at the moment. So I would like to see the bearish activity cleared. Okay, so make a new high, well, high, and get a high, higher high. Okay, so just push the price high to make a higher high here with an MC long reaction. If we don't get that from me, there is no long trade, as simple as that. For now, we don't have the MC long reaction on any time frame, so there is no long trade for me at all. I'm gonna reload that to make sure the VPN is not making this data buggy. No, it's fine. There we go, just gonna refresh that. Yeah, no, it's fine. Data are good. So yeah, either a reclaim here, a new high with a nice MC long reaction. If so, that's a long. Otherwise, I will wait for a new low to be made, and I will look for a long just with an SFP or a failed auction, basically. Okay, so oops, basically take the lows and get the long trade. Okay, so that will be the long next. There we go. With the stop below the low we're going to make. Okay, so we will get again, we have to trade this as a swing for the pound with failed auction. We have to get a good data. If we don't get any good data, I'm looking for a drop down to the zone I marked out here on the 30 minute. So between, as I said, 95,600. So basically here, this will be the key level. 95,600. So yeah, if we don't get any good bullish reaction here at the low, we can look for a continuation into the support with the longs down to 95,200. If we start getting acceptance back below this, then we are going to go normally to the lows at, well, in the end. Okay, I would say at least take this lower time frame bottom into the new levels we printed today, but yeah, the best way to go down to the lows, this is the highest in terms of probability to get a full reversal. Yeah, so that is the plan basically right now. Okay, so again, it depends on the reaction. That's why the order flow is, well, I'm using the order flow to trade everything based off the reaction. Yeah, and so if we go for a new high, we still have, of course, the big harmonic target we have planned. So we can look simply for, oops, the wrong one. We can look simply here, you know, for the, well, a swing third pound or a failed auction basically of the top into the value high. Okay, so that is basically the latest downtrend fixed range value high. So we can look still for this. If we do get any good short reaction of this value high level, then for me this will be a short trade. Again, this zone is pretty decisive because if we get acceptance above this resistance, we have one more resistance above, but it's not a very strong one at all, so the most probable is to go in the end for a new all-time high. Okay, again, don't forget we've got a complex approach here, okay, to the downside. We can do exactly the same on the opposite way. So for example, we have a resistance, we go above, flip into support, fake the pump, so you know we can do just a retest like this without making a new high, go below like this, or make a new high, fake the pump really, come back below and drop. Okay, so this is something possible, it's just the opposite of what we have done here. Okay, what you're having in the course basically. In this call here, you can see on the website, these are some level approach, some complex and tricky ones, but again, yeah, this is what it is, right? So yeah, that will be this to the upside, and so that will be something like that. Okay, so or for example, we just go above. This is also a level approach, just to not fake the pump once more. You just go above, for example, go into the 100k target psychological price, come back below, flip into resistance and drop, and so you'll get the short and you'll get a big fake out above this resistance. Again, that's a complex approach, and even more complex will be flip it into support. Okay, this resistance, flip into support, fake the pump with either a retest, drop, either a new high, and then the drop, come back below, flip into resistance and get the drop. Okay, so be aware of this kind of approach. It depends basically on the data we're going to get when we break above this resistance, if we have to break above this resistance. And yeah, if we get a good breakout with a lot of longs, none of these are getting absorbed, and the data are not changing, we keep getting a strong uptrend, not like what we've got here. For example, you can see the full uptrend here. You can see how the open interest is just dying, basically is just pretty insane. So this is, for example, not what we want to see on a breakout. We want to see some longs, some demand to push the price high. If we don't get that, this might come down at some point. A very good example is, you know, this latest uptrend here. Okay, this was a uptrend before the big move to the downside here. So basically this latest uptrend here. Okay, this latest uptrend before the bigger move down. Well, if you go and pay attention to this, you can see from the very beginning here, we have an open interest at that level. You can see we're moving up, but the open interest is just dying to the local all-time high we have done. And then you have a very strong move down leading to a bigger move to the downside, you can see here. So again, this is not a good breakout, so we come back down. Okay, so if you get this kind of breakout next with a big decrease of the open interest, you might get a move down coming up next. What my cursor are doing. Anyways, sorry about that. So yeah, yeah, we're done with the order flow, I think. And yeah, basically if we get acceptance above this 100k target, okay, for a complex approach, then we'll simply go for this resistance, right? This second one we'll have planned. As simple as that. And this one again is not very strong, not expecting much of this, but well, for me, if we break this, this is very likely we go for a new all-time high. Now it's like we'll have 90% chance to go for a new all-time high. Now again, there is still a 10% chance to reject this zone of resistance. That's why there we see how this resistance on the charts, we still have to be aware of this, right? Yeah, so yeah, let's see what this lower time frame give us. So we're done with the levels, I think. Just in case we drop, you know, so let's get rid of this now. If we come back below here, you know, we lose the current swing pan fail auction, we lose the price support with all the longs, then this is likely we're going to go for a new low. If we go for a new low, what we can look for next, we can look simply for all the lows here to be taken. We can just take the first ones, get nothing of this, we can look for the next one here, the last one. Something I will be aware of before, you know, to look for a full reversal down to the value area low, because normally if you get acceptance back below here, you have again a lot more chance to come back down to the value area low. Now there is still a massive support we are having here. If you pull the fixed range from the current price action to the very beginning of the range, so around here you can see we have this massive value area low that match this anchor rate view up. So what we can do here is go a little bit below here the lows, spend some time, for example, get a lot of shorts, people start to become bearish. So again, it will depend on the order flow. If we come down here 11 at a time, this is not a high probable target, okay, this is not a high probability target, but again, this is still support is there, so we have to see what's happening 11 at a time if we have to come down here. So if we come down here, for example, we get a lot of shorts but the price is not moving down, we have some massive absorption, just need the longs next, and this will reverse, and there we go, we just wrecked a lot of people here. Okay, but again, if we come down here, we get nothing good, no good data in here, we can look for the value area low next, basically. Okay, and if the value area low is lost, then we can look for a new low on Bitcoin. As simple as that. So yeah, I think we're done for Bitcoin. We have the next resistance, we have the next support on a lower time frame, on a medium time frame for the wave. Well, we're simply doing what we have planned, basically, either an ABC zigzag to the upside, if I manage to catch a C, there you go. Okay, so we have 5 waves up, so 5 waves, that's an A or a wave 1, then we have a correction B wave or a wave 2, and then we've got another 5 waves up, this, so 1, 2, 3, or ABC. ABC, it's a move down next. Okay, this is a crash, basically, if we can say. 1, 2, 3, we have a wave 4 and we have a wave 5. So yeah, if we go for a new high, we simply look for, I'm simply going to look for the wave 5. And if that wave 5 is just pushing up and up and up and up and we get some crazy breakout here, then this was a second wave 1, 2. And we can look next for this wave 3, 4, 5. And that will complete more likely this kind of wave 3 next. Okay, 3, 4, 5 like this later. With an impulse into a bigger impulse, basically into the wave 3. Okay. And if we just get acceptance back below, lose all the support and everything, then this was an ABC zigzag, and so we can look for the Y wave to the downside. So yeah, we are done on a Bitcoin. Just gonna remove that. Perfect. And let me pop out the chat. I completely again forgot to check this. Good morning to you all. Whoa, you're early. Yes, I'm very early. Woke up very early today. Don't know why. Sorry, I'm like very early. Gold and Ethereum, yes, sure. Okay. Just before to go and check this, I'm gonna cover mines. SUI, so still into the wave 4 target, last chance really for a bounce. If you come back down to the 50%, I'm not interested in this anymore. Now we need Bitcoin bullish for this to happen, for this to bounce. GMT is dying, I'm not looking for this wave 4 anymore. I'm taking an ABC zigzag to the upside, I'm not interested in this. XRP bounce from the first support we have planned, pretty nice. Now yeah, we need to see what Bitcoin decide basically. METIS, yeah, taking a little longer if you have to make the 3 dries pattern, so let's update this resistance. This will take a little longer too, just right there. Yeah, this last wave down is pretty long, not gonna lie. I'm not liking this much. Well, yeah, it'll be the same to be honest with you. And that'll be like this value low up to this weekly level, encourage you up. If we go above, we have this point of control. We can go up to this high, and next we'll have the value high basically. But yeah, for now, the first target will be this. That'll be the best one. There you go. Can take some time, but yeah, I'm not gonna wait for this 5th time. Again, I'm not longing this. I'm just gonna wait for the show here if Bitcoin is ready. A year, 2 long targets again. Please don't forget a year. It's pretty complex to long this because we have the possible flat here. We have an A, B, C flat. So correction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a correction to go more down like this. So to long the dip here, again, we'll need Bitcoin really getting the continuation above, where is Bitcoin? Here. We'll really need to get Bitcoin bullish above 100k, basically, to get this a year longs to play out. So we have 2 longs. We'll have this first long based off the swing through pan of the lows into the monthly, down to this anchor. If you up 6.86% max, if we come back down again a little bit lower here, we can look for the point of control, basically. If we drop below here, I'm not looking for long anymore. This is over for me, and this was an ABC flat for well, for lower prices next to come. A year done, and otherwise I'm not really looking at some other alts, so we can look for gold. That was, by the way, your request, if I'm correct. Gold, yes. So gold, well, bounce from the target 50%, so pretty big wave 4, not gonna lie, but again, the wave 4 is not breaking the wave on top. Everything is 100% valid, so I am looking for the continuation here. I already added, by the way, the targets on my side. So first of all, we have the 120 extension of the red wave 5. Okay, so around 3,500, well, $3,536. If we break above, we can look for the 1618, $3,743. If we break above this, we can look for the 2618 at $4,000. This is pretty crazy, not gonna lie. We talk about a nice 20% increase in price. That's pretty nice for gold. Yeah, so let's see where we stop, basically, if we manage to get this nice continuation. And yeah, well, it's following the plan basically. So first target, the most probable is of course this one here. And again, don't forget what we are doing here on gold. We have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, a massive wave 5. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a massive wave 5. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a massive wave 5. You can see here in the wave 5, we have this 1, 2, 3, 4. Normally you will stop with a simple 5 waves like this to the upside. What you do on gold, you do a bigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the wave 5. Okay, for example here, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have this bigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the wave 5. Normally you will just stop with a small 5 wave like this. You do a bigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the wave 5. Same here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Normally you will stop with just a wave 5 like this. Here you do a bigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so again, here why I'm saying this is because here if you do just a small 5 waves to the upside, we're going to get a bit of a drop, but again can be simply to make another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and to get simply a much bigger push to the upside. This will be invalidated if we get a reversal where we take the previous bottom basically. And so here we can look for a high, high, high and a low, high, low, and we can start to look for a market structure change. So we can look for a low, lower low, and then to only confirm the market structure change, we need to hold a lower high. And then in that case, we're going to plan the resistance, of course, for the lower high, for the possible lower high, and then we can look for the full reversal. Okay, but before to short that, yeah, yeah, this is pretty complex to be honest. Yeah, so God, we're done. Ethereum, where is Ethereum? I'm gonna go on here. Bam, bam, bam. Live for 26 minutes already. Ethereum, well, still looking for the same, to be honest with you. And I wanted to do the fib time. I'm clicking the fib time and I'm deleting everything except the fib time. So yeah, we've got these 5 waves to the upside here. Yeah, well, if we push up, I will take this kind of wave 4, longer wave 4, longer correction with a crazy correction inside, and the push up for the wave 5. And again, if we just get this kind of big move to the upside here, really, for example, Bitcoin is just really super bullish, we go above 100k, we get a big continuation, then I will switch to a wave 1, 2, and another wave 1, 2 here, and then this will be a wave 3, 4, 5, and then 3, 4, 5. But yeah, for now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like Bitcoin, 5 ways up. If we have to get the continuation up here, okay, with a wave 5, then in that case this is not a next wave, of course, because we cannot get 5 ways in a next wave. That's a correction we need to get here. So if we get a 5 ways up here, well, we either go directly to the all-time high with a wave 5, end up this wave 4, 5 like this, boom, with some small 5 ways, either do the wave 5 a little bit before, for example. Well, that will match by the way with the harmonic we have planned, not gonna lie, because the target of this next after the D is the 50%, and you can get this kind of boom full reversal. So it'll be again another wave 1, 2, and then get the 3, 4, 5 to the upside. So it will match the wave count. I do like a lot of this configuration, to be honest with you. I do like a lot of this configuration, yes. So it'll be here basically a wave 1, a wave 2, 50%, and then look for the 3, 4, 5 to the upside to complete this wave 5. Yeah, I do like this. Let's see if we manage to get this push up here. The last one we need. And not go too high with it, so to speak, not go directly for a new all-time high, because otherwise they will just do the 5 like this. Or if we get something really more bullish, they will directly do something like that with a much bigger 3 or 5 directly, as I explained it before already. So yeah, Ethereum, we're done. Still looking for the same basically. Just yeah, the wave 4 here, if we have to get a push up, and the wave 5 next, otherwise the wave 4 is down here and the wave 5 is down here. I'm not trading it, so I do not really care if it's done here or if it's done later. Let's do this, unless Bitcoin change everything locally. Yeah, and we're live for 30 minutes, so we're done for today. I think JASMY, can you look if I'm... Oh, okay. METIS, it's on DEX. Well, a new coin, 30 minutes. And JASMY, I think I will do this on my side because I didn't update this chart for a while, like really a while. Let me see, JASMY's here. Yeah, I didn't touch this chart for a while, to be honest. When was that? February 2025. Yeah, Bitcoin was not bullish at the time, so no long there. Well, I mean, this is here. So what we have planned here was to look for this move to the downside here into this zone of price where we've got a bounce from, so that's pretty lovely. Now, if we have to be bullish, to be honest, this is not looking so good. Yeah. If we have to be bullish, because this looks more like an ABC zigzag here to the upside. If we have to be bullish, okay, I mean, there are 5 ways. That will be a wave 1, 2 for me like this, 3, 4, 5, or an ABC like this to the other side. So that will be in that case a WXY or an ABC flat. Okay, so basically a triple wave, a correction into this 1, 2, or A, B, C, or 3, 4, 5. If we really have to be bullish, so if we have to be in this, you can pull the extension tool from here to here to here, and then you have the targets there. Let me just move this a little bit more on the right. There you go. So you have this first support, you have next the 123, and you have then the 1618. Now of course, to confirm this and to add a little bit more confidence, we can update all this chart here. So let's get rid of all these things there, let's get rid of that, let's get rid of that, and let's update this chart real quick. That shall not be too long. I just want to add the bigger time frame levels. There you go. Duke. Nice. So on a daily time frame here, yeah, good. Yeah, the first very big resistance is this. That will be a swing through power reflection of the current high. If we get a reclaim, this might come back down again. So that will be this wall zone for now, but this will come back down with the time. So it will be this zone of price. Encourage you up from the all-time high locale, by the way, because otherwise it went much higher before. Valera low, encourage you up here will be the next resistance. If we break this, we'll have this big path control with a monthly, and otherwise we'll have this Valera high weekly. We might get something else. So with this 620, this 6 person here. Yeah, no, to be honest, I don't care about this. So yeah, these are the resistance if we have to push up. Otherwise, we can look for these support. Let's do this. Bam. All right. Well, we're definitely into a support right now. Weekly plus encourage you up, not gonna lie, that was a good long. Now it's done, we already did got a bounce. So maybe we've come back down once more, get Bitcoin bullish again, then that can activate another long trade. So otherwise for me it's missed. I really want to see some nice fails up, and then we can plan the next support, but not sure what trade is. Otherwise the next target will be basically this zone of price. Valera low, swing £30, 6.86%. Okay, so we have this first zone of support here. Best to get an entry here will be to get another drop here, swing £30 if you're looking in this, like that. Otherwise, look for the next target. And again, we need Bitcoin as always bullish at the same time when we hit the targets to really bounce on these alts. Yeah, so we're done for today. Already 30 minutes, so yeah, don't want to keep this update too long as always, so I'm gonna stop here. You can add this into the ads request in Discord. Well, let me do this. METIS, it's index. I can just do this. There you go. And otherwise SCP. And we have also this one. There you go. So yeah, I will do this on my side, not live here, because otherwise the stream gonna be a little bit too long. And well, from the feedbacks, it's better when the updates are a little bit less longer. So yeah, let's see if we can get better now, or if Bitcoin is unable to. In that case, we're going to look for a new low swing for pan option. If we get anything good from here, that's a long, targeting the highs. And if we get nothing there, we can look for the support with the longs next. But yeah, this is not looking so good if we come that down, to be honest with you. So yeah, let's see what happens there on the lower time frame. Boom. So yeah, thank you all for watching. That was a very early update, but well, woke up early, so I'm doing this early. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Catch you over the Discord as always, or in the next daily update on Friday. If you enjoy the content, as always, don't forget you can smash the likes. Thank you so much if you take the time to do it. If you're watching this update later, you can also write some comments down below. Thank you again so much if you take the time to do it. And on this being said, catch you all later in the next one or later in Discord. Have a brilliant day ahead. Take care. See you later. Cheers.